What's up, everybody? It's Zamara, and I bring you a new topic on this gorgeous Friday. It is going to be called Human Energy Crisis. And as self explanatory as it should be, I feel like addressing it from my perspective because I feel like this little phenomenon just keeps increasing in numbers, and I myself have become a victim. So, people, myself included, like I just said, just feel overwhelmed by everything overall, and thus feeling tired. Like for me, at any given time of the day, you can ask me, how do you feel? And I'm going to be like, I'm tired. I want to sleep. Or I just want to be at rest. Like normally, I am characterized by being an individual who enjoys being active. I enjoy to be walking or jogging dash running or just being active, like getting stuff done. But there are days in which all my body is imploring me and commanding me to do is to just lay down and be at rest. And it can be either with my eyes open or my eyes closed. And sometimes I just need to lay down with my eyes closed and just relax. Because sometimes I feel like even if I'm reading something or watching something, I feel like I'm using energy to stay focused on what I'm watching or reading. And that itself, means that I'm not getting the rest that I'm actually looking for. And as ridiculous as it may sound, when you're reading or watching something, you are being injected by somebody's views and opinions, and your mind has to process that. And I guess that's why you feel like your energy is being consumed despite being at a relaxed state. Additionally, when I go to places like shopping, getting a service done, I think about it as this is a work environment. And I can see people's fatigue. Like, I went to get Marona serviced the other day. And, it was simple. He just needed to get an oil change and I forget what else at any rate. But I was like, I'm sitting here and all these guys who are getting their hands in my car, they have certain degree of fatigue and I could see it in them. Even the guy who's not necessarily hands-on, like a mechanic himself, like the guy who's taking my information and all that, I could see that he was tired. And when I go somewhere else and I have a human being running the checkout, I can see that they're tired. And sincerely, I don't think that's okay. I feel like this person must be working multiple jobs, or they are ill, or they just have also a lot of things going on outside of work, and this stuff catches up to you. And I am speaking from personal experience. The only thing I have not experienced is having multiple jobs. And that is purely by choice, because even if I were to struggle incredibly, I just don't want to enslave my mind and body like that. I don't think it's right. As a human being, I think we all deserve to be at rest at some point, and there is no way that you can get the proper rest when you have to have three identities. The identity of company 1, identity of company B, and then your personal identity, which is when you're not working at all. But then if you have 2 jobs, when are you not working? When you're getting rest, if you can get it. So for me, that concerns me a lot. And I just wish that someday we can, as a society, get to where we need to be, to where we don't have to be enslaved to our jobs. I think everyone deserves to be peaceful, work at their own pace, and much more doing something that they enjoy. And I don't see why or how or when it all became a matter of I have to work because I need to survive and pay bills. So this issue needs to be addressed urgently because as an individual who is experiencing this, I just wish that we all became more self-aware. Like, yeah, I am tired, but why am I tired? And just be honest with ourselves and say, I am tired because I am working too much. I am showing up when I'm sick, and I'm just not even having a proper diet because I can either not afford it or I don't have the time for it. So, yeah. Additionally, motivation doesn't last long for people. Like some folks I don't see at the gym anymore, and if I do see them at the gym anymore, they're not doing much. At my job, sometimes you have the new folks and they seem to start all right, but then after a few weeks, you can see that they're starting to take shortcuts that are not necessarily approved of. Or the folks who have been there for a little longer, we're kind of frowning at them because I'm like, I want to step in and help them out, but I am tired. And then they also want to maybe step in and try to help, but they don't know how to, and they may be afraid to ask. So I just don't think it's right. Nothing about modern days just feels right anymore. And I find myself making a lot of mistakes, and even my memory suffers sometimes, in which I'm like, did I really do this? Am I really doing this? What am I doing? Where am I going? It's like suddenly I'm having a restart every day. And that's, improper sleep or improper rest. Everything's catching up to me. Also, most people just want to go home and do nothing after work. Nothing. Like, I have been told to my face, no, we are not going to go anywhere, or we don't have any plans, or I just want to go home and do nothing. There have been times in which I have wanted to use the little bit of energy that I had left to do something, like go out or hang out or just chill out or do things that, for me at least, do not require a lot of physical effort compared to work. But, I have been told by the individuals who I have tried to drag into my picnic, I'm just tired. I just want to go home and do nothing. And then I get shouted at, stuff like, you don't understand how hard I work. And I'm like, believe me, I understand that you work hard because I work. And it may not be as challenging, but for me, it demands energy too. But I don't know if it's my age. I don't know what it could be, but I feel like I can maintain my level of energy and just my spirit going, because once I'm done with work, I just want to get out of there so that I can go out to do the things I mean to do with my time. Here I am making this video for you, and where you might see it, it takes energy to do it. It took me, 2 days to get back here to doing this, which I enjoy loving it, and I just love doing it to the fullest. And it still took me time. I'm just here, sitting here, chilling, expressing myself, and I can feel the weight on my head, like on my mind. But still, I'm not saying, oh, I want to do nothing, so I don't feel like filming today. I just do it. And then some people just do things because they know that it has to get done. Well, I'm like, just be that way for everything. Just do it. But it really worries me. Above all, I'm just scared and worried because we're just exhausted. And I'm just hoping that in the near future we can find a solution for this, because this is not the way to live. I'm seeing it affecting my closest friends, my colleagues, the people I love, and I don't like it. So at any rate, speaking of working at my job, everyone reports exhaustion every day. We are working so much and sometimes above human levels. Like some people have hit their over 40-hour mark. And I'm saying I admire you. I should be the same way because I could use the extra cash. But I just don't want to get to those extremes to where I'm pushing my body, because you may not feel it now, but that stuff catches up to you. And I am so scared to get to that stage where I become too much of a workaholic and I just stop taking care of myself. And taking care of yourself is getting the rest that you need. Don't think of it as I'm being weak or I'm needing to rest more. It's just what you need. For some reason, you are designed that way, and you need to learn to read that, pick it up, and respect it. Even if it means sacrificing some things, like sacrificing a bit of your wages. But at least it's better to not make those extra bucks than to have to invest them at a hospital. Maybe what if that's how I got sick in the first place? Maybe my immune system got so weak that I caught that virus because I failed to acknowledge my body's needs. Could be. So, at any rate, at my neighborhood, I see a lot of cars, meaning people are more at home. And I have no doubt that they are either sitting down or laying down, just inactive. And of course, that's easy to tell because what is there to do at your home except for chores and cleaning? But what is there to do to where you're going to be active and standing up and just moving around the way that you do at your job? Not much. So these people are either reading something or watching TV or surfing the internet or whatever, but I guarantee you they're tired, and I can see it about them because you already know their routines. People who don't have easy routines, like easy to predict, you can tell that those folks, everything's okay with them. They have the energy to keep going. So I would dare to ask around, how are you guys feeling? But I don't know anybody that well in my neighborhood to be that way, but I wish I was. And then people also tend to take massive shortcuts, like speeding, running red lights, not picking up after themselves. I see this everywhere. And that is also another symptom that you're just tired, and you can't be blamed for that. But it worries me because we share this planet, we share the road. So if you're not in your optimal conditions, you are endangering yourself, endangering myself, endangering your family and friends. And I don't think that's fair. So I just wish we could get together and have the mentality of just being a team. So being a team, even if you don't know each other, like the sole fact that you're a fellow human being should be enough motivation. But that's just me. Additionally, it's like everybody desperately seeks entertainment on their phones, on their computers, on TV, just watching stuff. Again, more doing nothing. And I really can't believe that that's what you want as a human being, that that's what you're about. I highly doubt it. So, not that there's anything wrong with that. I'm just concerned that we're lacking so much energy. And I don't know what's going on with this, but let's like reposition ourselves. So, clear symptom of exhaustion. You're just laying down, not even hanging out with your family, spending quality time with them. You're just catching up on the news or whatever. But you even seem to be avoiding those who surround you. So, at any rate, also people don't seem to want to even drive to stores anymore. And you tend to order online. I'm not particularly an online shopper for one simple reason, really, and it's because most of the stuff that I need to purchase, I need immediately. So I can't wait for it to be shipped at the mercy of UPS or whoever it is up to. And I also, for instance, places like eBay, I'm in no position to be bidding. So if something has a price tag of $18.99, I am willing to invest $18.99. Not after 2 days, it goes up to 30 something. I understand that's the business, that's the way the company makes its money, but for me as a consumer, that's not working for me. So at any rate, also people seem to do as little as possible at jobs, and like when I went to the doctor, I just remembered this. There was this document that I was supposedly signing off on, and I'm looking at it and I'm not familiar with it, and I'm like, this privacy disclosure document that it's talking about here that I'm about to sign, is it the preceding page that I just filled out? And she was like, no. Do you want me to get that for you? Yeah. Because I am signing saying that I obtained this document when I didn't. Because I just asked you and you admitted that you didn't give it to me. I would be lying. And I am stamping my signature on this while I'm lying. Yes, I want that document. And yes, please get it and give it to me. So it shocked me because I'm like, as a person working at a desk, all of these documents, you have them organized. You shouldn't have to go to the back, wherever it is at, to provide that for me. It should just be there ready. Like you reach, stretch your hand, and then you grab it. But, I just felt that was weird. Why wouldn't you have such a document close by? Just because everybody else didn't ask for it doesn't mean that everybody's going to be that way. Because clearly, I just proved that wrong. So, always make sure that what you're signing off on is what you're getting and that you're agreeing to it. So take your time, read that piece of paper, and be careful with what you sign. Additionally, people answered the phone without much enthusiasm. Like, for me, if I can avoid calling customer service for whatever reason, I do it. Because I'm like, I just wish I had a more friendly communication, because I'm trying to get some help and the person doesn't seem to be willing to. So I'm not saying that you have to be hypocritical and be cracking jokes or whatever, but just be welcoming, because most of the time I'm having a rough time and I don't want to be already stressfully dialing a phone number to receive mediocre service, like a service of you don't care about my issue and my issue is affecting me and my household, but you are deciding to not have the proper conduct over the phone, and then I have to frown upon hanging up. And if I'm one of those people who takes it to social networks, I have to report my experience, and then you get hollered at, because a lot of managers will take that feedback seriously. And then, you start a chain of events that shouldn't take place in the first place. So, as much as you can, try to remember that the folks who call you are completely unrelated to you. Never take anything that happens at your job personally, because it never is personal. Unless it's an attack, and it's obvious. But you are able to distinguish that. But just let's be nice to each other, to everybody, everywhere that you stand. It makes a difference. And I have been able to experience that on my own. And I assure you, that's how it works. Also, I hear a lot of people saying that they didn't do something because they were tired. Oh, did you go to a concert? Nah, I was tired. Did you go downtown for some festival? Nah, I was tired. Oh, did you go have dinner with your family now? Most likely no. I was tired. Or I had to drive. Or sometimes you use the excuse of getting sick. For me, I wouldn't do that because I don't have the luxury of being invited to go out anyway. But I just hear that a lot. People talking themselves out of activities because they are tired and they would just rather chill at home. Again, I don't want for this to sound like I'm criticizing everybody's lifestyle. I'm just saying that the norm has become being tired. And that worries me because we shouldn't be tired all the time. It's okay to be tired at the end of the week, but not every day that I interact with you. And for me personally, it's not good either. Like when I keep saying for months straight that I'm tired, and even after I take a vacation and I come back and I'm still tired, why can I not catch up on my rest? You know? So that's why I'm making a mention of this. And then I guess while we're at it, that's shocking me that you may sleep countless hours and you're still not getting your rest. How can you shut your eyes and you're suspended over your bed, but you're not getting rest? It's fatigue and it's consuming you. And all right, guys, that's about all that I have for you. Thanks for listening to me and for putting up with whatever issue my camera has in which it keeps shifting. But yeah, how about you guys? What are your thoughts? Are you experiencing this? Have you perceived this around you? I kind of hope not, but I am sure that I would receive a lot of feedback indicating that you have observed this pattern too. And all right, you guys, let me know what you think. Leave me a comment or contact me via Twitter or through the phone if you know that. And yeah, let's get our energy and not be so tired. All right, guys, I hope you have a wonderful Friday and be safe out there. See you soon.